Mind Jams Community Matters. Welcome back. It's your girl, Supa Cindy. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. And we are here now with two very intelligent people. I haven't even introduced them, and I already feel like they're intelligent because of what they're here about. So first, I have representing MVP Management. She's the president, Mel Vanderpool. Good morning, Mel.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
And I also have representing the iWiLL campaign, the founder, Mr. Jamal Bonaparte. Good morning, Jamal.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having us.
No worries at all. We got to spread the word about this MAP scholarship, so we had to have you in here speaking on it. So we're here talking about the MAP scholarship, so we'll get more into the MAP scholarship. But first, Mel, explain to me, what is MVP Management?
Sure. So MVP Management is a local management company here in South Florida focusing on talent management, event management, and brand management. Just trying to basically help people build their dreams, help them grow, be successful.
And how did you get into that field? Like, are you from here, South Florida, or like?
Nope. I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
I've been in South Florida for about 1.5 years now.
Okay. How do you like it?
Different.
Slow.
I like it more than I don't like it. I'll say that.
Good answer.
Yeah. So I'm here. So I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. And what about you, Jamal? What is the iWiLL campaign? How did you connect with that?
The iWiLL campaign is it's a nonprofit that raises money for underfunded arts programs. But our core value is to provide the resources to help others achieve greatness.
Okay.
So if you have a goal you want to accomplish, we provide the tools necessary as well as the motivation to get there.
So Jamal, how did you come up with the iWiLL campaign? Like, what is your background? Are you from South Florida? How did you come about?
Yeah, I grew up in Miami Beach, Miami Beach and Kendall. Shout out to Kendall.
Okay.
I was actually born in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Because I come from a family of musicians. So growing up in the arts, in high school at least, middle school and high school, I always wanted to record, I sing, and walking into studios then, you know, you have 100-channel mixers, big guys standing around with dark shades, and it's just that's just kind of the stereotype, right? In Miami,
the look.
The look, right, the clout. So, basically, the founding principle of the iWiLL campaign is I wanted to create an organization, a nonprofit, a network of unintimidating access to whatever anyone wants to accomplish. I just personally come from a background of the arts, so that's why we're starting with the arts, but we plan to expand into other causes.
How important, because I've had different arts organizations and things that are involved with the high schools and the middle schools trying to start the arts programs even younger. How important do you think the arts are, and it's not just singing, the arts period, the creativity of the arts when it comes to raising a child?
I think that it's beyond important. I don't think anyone that doesn't have that or that passion can fully understand what it's like to be a creative mind or have the artful spirit and not have an outlet. And it's kind of ironic to why so much, especially in the African American community, you have all these kids who they say have behavioral issues or ADD and all these things, and they don't stop to look at the fact that it's because you're not giving them an outlet to let all of this energy out. And that's because they don't have these arts programs, they don't have a lot of, and when you have that creative mind, if you don't have nowhere to let that out, it builds up. It's like you have to find an outlet for it.
Right.
So, you know, them taking that out of the schools and not having that, in my opinion, is one of the big reasons why we have a lot of the issues that we do have with kids, adults, and teenagers, because they don't have an outlet or a place to express themselves freely. So like the arts program is huge, and people don't really understand how big it is to really have that exposure and that access.
That's what I always wondered. Like, you know, a kid will be, you know, labeled a problem child, and then it's that he's bored and not being stimulated in school. His parents can't afford to put him in karate and all these other classes, arts classes, violin lessons or nothing.
Right.
So it's like, exactly, then they're cutting the funding to all these arts programs that is probably their favorite class in school, period, you know?
Expecting the same results of someone who does have access to those programs.
What type of things has the iWiLL campaign tried to do or done, like as far as
well, actually, we're relatively new.
Yes.
Just under a year old.
Okay.
But we did hit the ground running. Our first major campaign, because that's what we run throughout the years, different campaigns. This one being an arts campaign.
Okay.
Which was the partnership with MVP Management for the scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, a lot of other stuff we provide as music teachers, mainly mentorships to help the youth that we were just talking about get through this thing we call life. You know what I mean? And
this very tough thing called life.
This very tough thing called life. And we're not limited to any particular age group or demographic. Everyone is welcome to let us know what they want to accomplish, say in 2019, 5-year goal, 10-year goal. We'll be there for you to help you get it done. That's what we do.
How did, because you said you sing, are you still, besides the iWiLL campaign, are you using the arts in your personal life? Like, what is it that you do?
I'm a full-time singer.
Okay.
Yeah, I sing 6-7 days a week. It's wedding season now, so it's a little more than that.
Everybody fall in love with Jamal at work.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I sing with a band and do some solo stuff as well.
I like that.
Yeah, so
I don't mean to put you on the spot. Can you like do something?
Like, y'all ready?
Oh man,
it's Sunday morning.
Like a love song
it's Sunday
or something.
Morning.
I don't know.
Some,
Make us
some
feel
love.
good, Jamal.
All
you don't got to do a whole song.
Let me do a little something inspirational.
Yes.
You can do anything you want to do. Just say I will.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I will.
Let the church say
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
But that's really cool how like you grew up in a family of musicians, you said,
right.
and now that's what you're implementing in your life.
I'm using what I know. I'm using the tools that God gave me, and passing it down. Using my platform to pass that blessing down to others.
This generation is so different from like how we grew up, and it's just so difficult because they have things coming at them from every angle. Every angle. How do you think the arts helps with that? You know what I mean? Like as far as occupying their mind, their time, and like you said, venting their creativity, their sadness, their grief, their joy.
I think it helps a lot. For me, I kind of come from the exact opposite of Jamal in a sense where I was the kid with the creative mind and the artistic mind, but I didn't come from a family of that. So nobody kind of understood why I did the things that I did or why I functioned the way that I functioned, and I didn't have those resources. So
that must have been tough.
It was, because it's hard to articulate to someone that doesn't understand how you think. Like, we think differently.
Yeah.
Our brains function differently. Like, how we process information is different. So it's hard to explain to somebody. So those arts was my outlet. Like writing, I've been writing poetry since I was like 4.
Wow.
And I used to sing, and I didn't have that support system. So when I was younger and had those opportunities, my family was like, no, go to school, get education. So I stopped.
Be a lawyer or a doctor.
Exactly. Like, funny enough, my undergrad degree is in pre-med.
Hello.
I'm nowhere near that. But that was because that's where the push was and the focus was. So I gave up on my dream, so to speak, until I got older. Okay. And now I don't necessarily sing and do stuff on the forefront, but I'm helping people be able to live out their dreams in the back end. So I think even now people always say, we got these youth and they're trouble, but it's still the same thing. Like, if you have that mindset and creativity, it's there. Whether they're writing poetry, drawing, even if you look at it now, so many kids are younger now that you see that are starting writing books and painting and doing that stuff now because it's there. It's there, and that's what they need. And if they don't get that out, you're going to find a lot more youth going the other way because they got to find a way to get it out. So either they're going to get it out in the positive way, or this built-up energy is going to come out in the negative way.
Hello.
My hope is to help them push it in the positive direction so we don't have all those kids out here. But it's going to take more than just us, pushing it. It's going to take a village to really understand the different mindset and how you have to cater to those kids and adults, because there's a lot of adults out here now, 30, 40, who are just now getting the strength and the encouragement to deal with that stuff, and for all these years they've kind of bottled it up.
Yeah, didn't express it because it wasn't cool to express it. We grew up in a community where we don't get help, we don't ask for help.
Very
we think we can handle everything ourselves and don't cry out when we actually need help.
Right.
So yeah, so what you're saying is absolutely correct. 30, 40 years old, like, you know what, I think I need to deal with this issue that's been affecting me since I was 3. You know what I mean? So you guys created, or did you, or maybe I'm putting words in there, but there is a Conde Vanderpool Multimedia Arts Performance Scholarship, the MAPS.
Yes.
Explain what MAPS is.
So I'm the co-founder of MAPS along with Javon Conde, who's not here. But MAPS kind of came about. I've always wanted to create some sort of educational platform. I've worked in higher education for about 15 years, and I've seen how kids are affected when they don't have the outlet, or same thing with kids who want to express themselves with, but they have that family that's like, nope, go to school to be a nurse, go to school to be a doctor, and they're miserable, and they sit in class and they flunk out of school and they run in all this debt because they're not doing what's in them and their gift to do. And being in this industry with the management company and dealing with musicians and artists from the back end, and seeing how beneficial it is for them to have this exposure outlet, but then also seeing how underserved our community is in this industry, is kind of where the MAP scholarship came from.